It's fine though. It's fine though. So keep in mind that they're trying to make her more weaker. So with that in mind, I'm going to try and read this as like not like a skull merchant main, but just like a random ass person, like just a person that plays the game. I'm not gonna be over dramatic. I'm just gonna read it, give my thoughts, and what I think. So, the Skull Merchant gains 5% haste when a survivor is scanned within 5 seconds of placing a drone or changing its rotation. Increased hindered effect when scanned by a drone to 8%. 5. Okay. Increase the drone rotation speed to 95 degrees per second. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. Decrease the movement speed while deploying a drone or inspecting the radar to 4.4 meters a second. And then fast faults are no longer detected by drones. Okay. While this update is intended to reduce the Skull Merchant's strength, we received feedback that the changes may have gone too far. We've done some further tweaking and found a compromise between the old and new versions. We've also introduced the haste effect for a short time after a joint is deployed or its rotation is swapped. This will reward the killer for using the power actively rather than setting and forgetting or randomly gaining haste from survivors across the map. We intend to revisit the Skull Merchant in a release. Oh, in a future release, I'm sorry, for a larger rework. Okay, so let me go in order. The 5% haste when a survivor is scanned within 5 seconds of placing a drone or changing the rotation. I like it. I think this is cute. Really shows that they actually want y'all to use the drone, change the rotation of the drones, be more active with it. Don't be just like, oh, just place a drone and then you know, whatever. Never put out the radar, never change the direction of the drone, whatever. Like they want you to use the drones. Obviously. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. Increase the hindered effect when scanned by a drone to 8%. I would have preferred it to go back to 10%. Just revert it back to 10%. I feel like at this point. But I get we need to try it out with the 5% haste because this is actually quite a lot. 5% haste is a lot. It's more than 3%, so I will have to see how it feels to play with 8%. Increase the drone rotation speed to 95 degrees per second. This was absolutely needed. With only one scan line, it's so much more easier for survivors to miss. This is nice. This is nice. This was a nice quality of life change. Decrease the movement speed while deploying a drone or inspecting the radar to 4. I don't understand this. This part, I don't understand why. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. I feel like with this, is 4.4 meters the old speed of Skull Merchant 1.0? Like when she would pull out the radar, is that like her regular speed before? If it was, then damn, you're gonna waste 2 seconds of that 5-second haste just having the radar up and then putting it down. So then you're gonna only have 3 seconds of haste. This is a random change. I feel like they didn't really have to do that. They didn't have to do that. And then this. Fast vaults are no longer detected by drones. This is a random ass change. I've never heard anybody complaining about like, oh, being scanned while doing a fast vault. Never in my life have I seen that. This is a random ass change. If they want, okay. Cause like, my thing is, you're in Killer Shack. Like, imagine, you're in a Dead by Daylight match. You're chasing a survivor. They go to Killer Shack. If they're doing a vault, a fast vault, and then you switch the rotation to get them while doing that vault, I feel like you should be rewarded with an extra scan to get the claw trap or whatever. I feel like you should get that reward. if they want to add more counterplay, what they could have done is that if survivors do a slow vault, or maybe like a medium vault, then the survivor will not be detected by the drone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it could have been something like that. Why fast vaults in general? It's such a random change. Cause like, here's the thing. I could even though I don't agree with this, I could understand why they were doing this. I could understand. And it kind of makes sense, because like the skull merchant, like if you're gonna check your radar, you're probably gonna slow down, like in real life, like, oh girl, let me check my radar, you know? I could understand that kind of with physics and whatever the fuck. Even though I don't agree with it, I feel like it should just stay the same speed. But like this, such a random change. It's like they thought, it's like they really want her to be in this particular strength. And with these changes that they came out, they thought that she was gonna go up, so they were like, okay, let's just add this compensation nerf to keep her down in D tier or whatever tier that she's gonna be in. So they just added this. Like, this is such a random ass change. I don't think anybody asked for this. So sorry. So fast vault. Is it gonna work in pallets? So if you fast vault a pallet, you're not gonna get detected by the drone. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, I need to brush my hair. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. It's definitely a buff for the survivors. It's definitely a buff for them. Because once you fast vault, if the skull merchant wants to get you after you get the fast vault, all you have to do is just crouch. It's gonna be easy. Oh, her loopy's gonna be terrible. Because survivors are now gonna be able to like just crouch. And then if you try and go to the other side to get the hit, they could just fast vault again and not even get scanned. They're just gonna be on the other side. Oh. Yeah, no, this is gonna be like... This is gonna be something. I don't like this change. Very random change. Let me see, what do y'all think? Rest in peace, Skull Queen Merchant. Rest in peace. Hi, Whip. How are you doing? I think she is not worth to use. I'd rather main another killer. I don't understand what they're trying to do with her at this point. I need to see it for myself. Gotta keep that scan on the window. Maybe survivors trigger entity blocker that way. They just removed stealth drones, because what am I supposed to do with 6 drones at this point? Girl, I think it's not that bad. It's time for me to play more Bird Mommy. I feel like this is kind of a nerf overall. This would bring her from D- to C+. I mean, C+ is passing. In school, C+ is technically passing, so at least she's passing, kinda. I'ma still play Scully. Same here. I'll still main Skull Merchant. Same here. I'ma still main her. So I don't think it's that bad. This is definitely better than at last PTB. This is so much better than last PTB. At least they've added compensation nerfs. At least with the drone rotation speed. That's all that I needed. That's all that I needed. The haste, random addition, but honestly, I don't care. I think that's cute. I like haste, so whatever. The fast vault thing is just really random. Like, I don't understand what's the point of that. I don't understand. People will probably still DC too. Yeah, they will, especially if you're still, like, if you're good at Skull Merchant. And what I mean by Skull Merchant is that if you're active with your power, you're going to get value off of this. I feel like you're still going to do good. Not as good as before, but like you're still going to do well. And if you're doing well, people are still going to DC on your ass. Like, they're gonna think, oh, this is gonna be an easy game or whatever, and then they get claw trapped and then DC. Because they're like, oh, how the fuck did I just get claw trapped by this bitch? This is just a random ass, like, that's a random ass. The fast vault has me gagged. That's gonna be tough. If y'all want to do that, at least make it to, like, slow vaults are no longer detected by drones, not fast vaults. Like, that's just crazy. It isn't that bad in my opinion. I still think you'll get the haste for the duration of the scan. No, it's not 12 seconds. It's only for 5 seconds. You're gonna get 5% haste for 5 seconds. Which, I mean, it's good. Like, that, it's haste is haste. Haste is haste. It's better than 3-second haste. I will admit that. Like, the thing is, though, like, I'm kind of thinking, like, with you having the radar open, because, like, in my opinion, I feel like you're gonna get most of the haste from switching the rotation of the drones. The 4%, the 4.4, you're gonna have that for 2 seconds while having the radar up, or like 1 second. So, realistically, you're gonna get the full benefit of the haste for only like 4 seconds, like 4-ish seconds, which, I mean, is still something, I will admit. It's very little. Like, I feel like this is going to come in handy if... We need to try these changes out. We need to try these changes out because this 5% haste could be really nice with the increased hindered effect. So, the survivor is actually 8% hindered, plus the skull merchant has 5% haste, so that's like 8, 9, 10. That's like a 13%. That's like a 13% like slowdown for the survivor. Realistically. And with the add-on, I think it's called Vital Targeting Processor, 8%, 8, 9, 10, 11, because it adds 3% haste. 3% haste. 3% hindered. 11%. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like 16% speed difference. That doesn't sound bad at all. We need to try it out. We need to try it out. One good thing is that purple add-on that increases your rotation speed, it's not S tier anymore. Well, it might be, I have no idea, but it might not be S tier anymore. We just need to try out how this works, see how it works. Maybe it's not as bad as a lot of us think it is. We just need to try it out. The haste change will reward laser tags, period. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. It will. So it sounds like her scan lines will be back and stealth mode is staying as well. No. No. Sadly, the scout mode is not gonna come back. I mean, stealth mode. I'm so sorry. Stealth mode isn't gonna be back. It's still going to be visible throughout the entire, like, duration of the drones being active. Also, Maverick, hi, how are you doing? What did you miss? Quite a bit. It's a mix of good and bad. How are you feeling about the changes? Also, first of all, hi, Savai, and hi, everybody that just tuned in. I'm so sorry. I'm just, like, I'm looking at the screen, not at the chat, so if I miss your chat, I'm so sorry. To basically wrap this up, I think this is a mix of good and bad changes. Mainly good. This is very promising. This feels very promising. At least they're rewarding people. Instead of just taking away one scan line and just leaving it as it is, at least they're now rewarding you with being active with her drones and actually changing the rotation of the drones. At least. And this fast vault change is just incredibly random. I don't see what's the point of it. Take that away immediately. Or at least, if you want to do something about it, make it so that slow vaults do not activate the drones. Do not let the survivor get scanned. At least, at the very fucking least. Because, like, fast vaults, like, Come on now. Come on now. Listen, if I change the rotation of my drone to scan a bitch, I deserve to get that scan, even though they did the fastball. I deserve it, because I switched that rotation of the drone to get my scan and my 5% haste. Possibly a scan line. Like, I deserve that reward. How dare you take that away? But no, that's just incredibly random. Very random. Very fucking random. We'll see how it is. We'll try it out, you know. Maybe it's not that bad. Just see how it is. And I can't wait to see her rework. Can't wait to see her little fucking rework. Maybe it's not gonna be that bad. Hopefully the larger rework is gonna be, it's still gonna keep her intended design, her aesthetic of like her gameplay design. Hopefully it keeps her identity of what she is. Hopefully it's still fun. Hopefully. I genuinely hope that when she gets another design, a gameplay design, I want them to go back to, they give her more management play in the sense of Skull Merchant 1.0, because I feel like Skull Merchant 1.0 is like the most fun that I have with her. So hopefully like we kind of bring something of Skull Merchant 1.0 back for the larger rework. Or something different, you know? Maybe drones now, if they detect a survivor, maybe it'll be that they just follow the survivor. Maybe they just follow the survivor. And they now give her a secondary attack. Maybe it's like a lunge or something. Kind of like, you know how Game of Foot is, that it looks like she's lunging at a survivor? Maybe they do something like that she just lunges at a bitch. Maybe, I don't know. But, I don't know, do something. They increase the speed of the scan line rotation. Do you think that does anything better? Yeah, it does. It's more compensation for the one scan line. It's more compensation. That purple add-on that increases the rotation of the drone, the speed, it's not gonna be as reliant. You're not gonna have to be as reliant on that. At least, you know? Also, oh my goodness, Imperfectly Sane and Nymphox, thank you so much for the follow, you guys. Hope you guys are having a great day today. You need to be holding down the radar, right? And the speed of holding out the radar is 4.4. Yes, they've decreased it. So someone gets scanned and you get haste. Yes, exactly, pretty much. I doubt it, but I will try anyways. Yeah, like, we need to experiment, see how things feel and whatever. We need to experience how it feels. I think the 2 skill check add-ons needs new effects. Her other add-ons are fine at best. To be honest, I know which one you mean. I know they need to change it, give us something that's cute, more cute. And you know what? I kind of do want... I low-key want that the old ultrasonic speaker add-on to be back. If you don't know which one I'm talking about the one that if a survivor is claw trapped and they fast vault, the entity breaks the pallet. I do want that add-on to be back. I feel like that will give her so much, but I don't think we'll ever get that back. I don't think we will ever get that back. If this update is intended to reduce the Skull Merchant's strength, it literally says it right here. So I think they did it. The devs were deving. They've reduced Skull Merchant's strength, and honestly, you know what? Fine. I don't think you needed to do that, but I get it. I get it. If it's to reduce people's DCing, if it leads to more people less DCing, even though I think people are still gonna do it because it's more than just the gameplay of the character. It's more than just the gameplay. I absolutely despise playing against Clown, but like I don't DC, you know? I don't DC against the Clown. It's more about the character's identity. It's the character's place in the politics of the game. The politics of the game. It's more than just her gameplay. It's the fact that she was released at a time where gen slowdown was super popular at the time. With all of these perks. And she was the best character to take advantage of it. She was the best character to take advantage of it. And because of that, people just have a sour taste of her, and people just don't like her. People still DC against her. So this is, I feel maybe it will stop some DCs, maybe less DCs, but overall people are still going to disconnect against her. Just because of that. It's going to stay with her. Her reputation is going to stay with her for a long ass time. And there's really nothing you could do. Just wait until, I don't know, maybe 5 years. People will forget about it. But yeah. My point is, we need to try these changes out. It sounds promising. Can't wait to try it out. Cannot wait to try it out. I'm still gonna main her because she's the only character, the only killer in the game that resonates with me, so sorry. We still gonna play her. I'm still gonna play her. What rank support are you in Overwatch? Oh my god, it's so bad. I just got into Diamond 1. Is it Diamond 1 or 5? I think it starts at 5. I'm in Diamond 5. Finally. God. So annoying. Because when you're playing Lifeweaver... Because when you're playing Lifeweaver and Mercy, it's like you do so much. You do so much. But if your teammates are shit, your teammates are shit. It's like... It's like solo queue Survivor. Oh my god. Like, at this point, I literally just life grip people when I see them doing something stupid. Like, when I see a Moira flanking for some reason, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna grab you, bitch. Like, I need another healer here. But anyways, I'm at Diamond 5. I just got to Diamond 5. Oh my god, you kind of do look like Lifeweaver. Oh my god, thank you. That is such a nice comment, because he's so hot. In the state of Overwatch 2 is rough. It is. It is. It doesn't help that they're so reliant on if your team is good or not. It really doesn't help. They legit throw when my friend grips them one time. No, because there was a Reinhardt that kept like charging in as a way to throw, and I kept gripping him, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And then he keeps like complaining, like, oh my god, like, let me charge in. I'm like, what? Why? Like, what are you doing? Oh my god, like, that's, at this point I just play Lifeweaver for that, like, just to grip people, because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I've had fun matches against Scully. At some point you gotta wonder if people just deliberately choose to have a bad match with Scully. People sometimes do. They sometimes do, because like at this point it's just kind of like the norm to hate Skull Merchant. It's a norm to just hate on her. It's a norm to want to DC against her, to want to throw against her, so this is not gonna change anything. This is not gonna change anything. It's not. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the changes. We need to try them out. Can't wait to see the big rework. Cannot wait. I know this is like a slight, like, this is gonna be like a hot take, but like, I feel like Skull Merchant 1.0 can be brought back into the game, and it won't be that big of a problem. It won't be that big of a problem. Maybe mix 1.0 and 2.0 together. Maybe. I need to make a video about that, actually. I need to make a video about that. I even had a Skull Merchant 1.0. No, I need to make a video on this. I need to make a video on this. Bring her back. Increase a little bit of her chase potential. Period. No. Video idea. Video idea. If you're watching this on YouTube, please let me know in the comments down below what you think about these changes. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you so about them? Do you want to wait? Do you want to wait until you can try it out to make an opinion? Please let us know down in the comments down below. Oh my god. But yeah, that's my opinion. So y'all enjoy Skull Merchant while you can, because we're close. It's October 3rd. We're close, bitch. Period. I'll laugh a lot if they give her a completely new power and she ends up being a better Wraith. Imagine. Imagine. But anyways, that's it. That's all I gotta say.